He was born under lightning, wrapped in silence and crowned with shadows, Ivan the Fourth of Russia. They called him Grozny, which means formidable, not necessarily terrible, but terrible struck. Because when you bludgeon your own heir in a fit of rage and orchestrate mass purges dressed in black robes, terrible does start to feel appropriate. As a child, Ivan watched nobles, the boyars, poison each other, whip servants, and toss dissenters from towers like they were feeding pigeons. His response, at age 13, he had one of them torn apart by dogs. Childhood trauma, processed. He crowned himself the first Tsar of all Russia at 16, declared divine right, and promptly began inventing state terror like a man picking spices for soup. His secret police, the Oprichnina, rode black horses, wore black, and left behind heads on spikes like calling cards. Subtlety, not in Ivan's vocabulary. He thought betrayal was everywhere. And to be fair, it often was. So he burned entire cities just to be sure. Novgorod, suspected treason, gone. Tens of thousands slaughtered. Ivan prayed before the massacre. Some people light candles. Ivan lit the river red. But he wasn't just a monster. He was a paradox. He built St. Basil's Cathedral, that fever dream of domes and fire-colored spires, and legend says he blinded the architects so they could never build anything so beautiful again, charming. He wrote letters, thousands of them, to nobles, to clergy, to foreign kings, long, and hinged letters accusing them of being demons in disguise. Honestly, if email existed in 16th century Russia, Ivan would have been permanently banned. His paranoia eventually consumed him. He exiled himself from Moscow. He returned with absolute power. And when his rage boiled over, even his own family wasn't safe, including his son, Ivan Ivanovich, whose skull he famously crushed with his scepter during an argument. Talk about daddy issues. He died during a chess game. Not a duel, not a war, just chess. One final quiet irony. The Tsar who screamed at God died thinking 5 moves ahead, and losing to eternity anyway. History calls him a tyrant, a visionary, a lunatic in a crown. But in the land of frost and fire, Ivan carved an empire with blood and fear.